So, I'm Bailey.
Are we recording? We were recording that entire time?
Yeah.
I'm Raza.
Okay, Bailey.
Raza.
Marching into Madness.
Podcast.
Yeah. But what?
I played The Last of Us 2, and
Apparently it hurt your feelings.
it hurt my feelings. It hurt you.
I didn't watch it.
Play it.
Didn't play it.
There you go.
I didn't play the original one. I just know there's mushroom zombies. And there's
Muslims on
mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. I didn't
No mushroom zombies.
mushroom. I looked into it. It is like a real disease,
Yeah, it's supposed to be based off of the weird ant thing.
but it doesn't happen to humans. That's
Yeah,
the
no.
thing. But if it's basically a simulation if it did
Yeah.
happen to humans. Are we going to spoiler territory?
Yeah.
For this?
Go.
All right.
You full on. Just let it rip.
Okay, so the first game, I remember the first game was very
Yeah.
very good. I didn't like The Last of Us to begin with.
Okay, what was that?
No, the first game, because I didn't care about it enough, and then I played all of it, and then I was like, okay, this is actually a good game,
Okay.
and I can appreciate why it got game. I don't know if it got Game of the Year, but it got a bunch of nominations and awards and stuff like that. It was a revolutionary to have a game at the time, right?
What? Why? Why to you?
Oh, to me, it just like, because it was one of those, it was the first game to like hit that emotional level that no other game has done before.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
actually like, okay, spoiler alert, in the beginning of the game, okay, how can I put this into context? But in the beginning of the game, Joel, in character throughout the entire first one,
Yeah.
it takes, the beginning of the game is literally the starting of the pandemic or the outbreak. And then
Just keep talking.
and then
There's construction upstairs.
and then you see his daughter who
Yeah.
gets killed like in the first like the first act of the game. She gets killed, and then it cuts to it cuts to the credits, and then Last of Us, bam bam. It just sets up the mood for the whole game, and it's the depressing mood for the whole game. You're like, oh, this is it. Better just roll up my sleeves and get some Kleenexes.
Okay.
Because it's like that. And then so his daughter dies. So you play it. The game takes place 20 years after the outbreak. So you play as Joel taking Ellie across the U.S. of A. To go to a hospital where the group called the Fireflies. The Fireflies in the game are the resistance
Okay.
to the army people there who are trying to keep everything somewhat controlled.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's still effed up and whatnot. So the course of the game, you see that their relationship grow.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it start to like, he cares for her.
Yeah.
She sees him like a father figure, and he gets a second chance
Okay.
at like
Fatherhood.
fatherhood.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're about to ask a question.
No, go ahead.
And then so throughout the game, the relationship grows and everything. And they go to the hospital in Seattle,
Okay.
where he gets they both end up there, and
Things happen.
things happen. He finds out that in order for the cure, because Ellie's immune.
Yeah.
She
I know that part. Yeah.
She's been bitten, right?
Okay.
And she's immune, so she holds the key to the cure.
Okay.
In order to get the cure, she has to die. And Joel being like, no.
Yeah.
He goes on a the last mission of the game is him going on a rampage in a hospital,
Oh shit.
just fucking trying to get her.
Okay.
He kills like everybody on the floor,
Okay.
and then he kills like the Firefly, like shoots her in the head and whatnot, and then he just storms off. And then Ellie wakes up. She's unconscious when this whole thing happens. Ellie wakes up and she's like, "Tell me where the Firefly is there," and he lies about it. He's like, "No," because of the
Yeah.
So the second game.
So it's on this cliffhanger. So now he's lied to her.
The game doesn't really end on a cliffhanger. It just ends like as if it's like tightly.
Ends tightly,
Yeah.
but so it's just him and her.
Yeah, going to a town called Jackson,
Okay.
which is like up and coming, self-sufficient.
And he's lied to her.
He's
now.
lied to her.
Okay. Now, stage set. Second scene opens. New game starts. Where are we at?
So the second game, the first act, the first scene is. I know
there's a joke start there. Budget's real high here.
I know. We are making a state-of-the-art set.
Yeah.
By the way.
yeah, right now.
Right now. Tommy. Okay, so Tommy is in the first game. He's Joel's brother.
Okay.
You meet him once. He was a part of Fireflies. He leaves them because he starts to his own thing, and then he moves to Jackson too.
Okay.
With Joel and Ellie, and then the opening scene is Joel explaining the lie to Tom. And the first scene, you're literally playing guitar. So the game teaches you how to play guitar. You have to use like the motion pad to like strum and then angle the analog stick to the notes. And you gotta, because it tells you and stuff. It's really stupid.
That sounds a little
stupid.
Yeah.
It's over deep detailed. So he explains the lie, and then
while playing the guitar.
Yeah.
He has a song about it.
What? He has 2 songs about it.
He sings about it.
Yeah.
That's whack.
No, wait, no, he sings in general. I mean, he just sings.
Okay.
He goes, I have a guitar, something like that.
Oh, so he's strumming it and just telling the story.
He's tuning the strumming, yeah.
Okay, all right, continue.
So then he, so going back to the first game.
Yeah.
When you enter the operating room with Ellie, she's on the hospital bed, there's 3 doctors.
Mm-hmm.
The game forces you to kill one.
Okay.
Because he grabs like something and tries to stab you with it, and you shoot him. So you have to kill him.
Yeah.
Right, and then you take Ellie. That doctor, you had to kill. Apparently, is important to the story.
Okay.
Because now this is Last of Us 2. Moving over to Last of Us 2, right? There's a snowstorm around Jackson.
Okay.
And then Ellie is doing her routes on taking out.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies.
Okay.
Just to keep the zombie population low.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a group called the WLF, called Wolf.
Oh, okay.
But it stands for the Washington Liberation Front.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I figured. Okay.
And they are this radical militia group.
Okay.
That is like the Fireflies, but more aggressive.
Okay.
Like they have arms and whatnot. They have a military and stuff.
Okay.
And they're good people, but they're like an army. Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a character. Her name is Abby.
Okay.
The person you kill, the doctor you kill in the hospital,
was Abby's
father.
Okay.
So Abby's out for blood, and they track down Joel and Tommy. Joel and Tommy save her from a horde of zombies near Jackson.
Okay.
Abby is there with a bunch of other WLF.
Okay.
LF. So here's a thing that shocked me.
Okay.
It just did it like the first game. Joel and Tommy come into the little hideout and whatnot, and they're introducing themselves. I'm Joel. He's Tommy, and they're like, I think these people have heard of us. Abby takes a shotgun, shoots Joel in the leg.
Yeah.
And then starts beating up Tommy. And then all her friends take Joel by a window, grab him and like towards the window, and then Abby starts taking a golf club and starts. It didn't show it. Starts beating the shit out of him with a golf club.
Okay.
And then Ellie, I forget how Ellie discovers that Joel, because Joel and her at this point have a shaky relationship now.
Okay.
Because
Joel lied to her.
And she found out.
Okay.
She went back to the hospital and she found a recording.
Oh shit.
And the recording shows that Joel lied to her, and Joel had to find her because she went out there and was like, Joel's like pissed off, and he's like, you lied to me. He's like, tell me the truth. And she's like, you had to die. And I couldn't let you, I didn't want, and it said if I had to do it again, I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
And she's like, she gets pissed off.
Yeah, because he's an incel.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's like very white guy saviory, like.
But you see the.
I didn't ask your consent. I just decided.
Yeah,
that,
that's the thing.
I think your life is more important than curing humanity, regardless of what you think.
Yeah, and he's like.
So let me murder a bunch of people.
Exactly, including now.
And now I'm mad.
And seal my own doom, because when Ellie finds the place where they're hiding, She goes in, she walks in a hallway, she hears screaming, and then it cuts to a scene where Ellie gets tackled. As she opens the door, she gets tackled. There's Joel on the ground, all bloody and whatnot, still alive, and she's like going ham on him with a golf club, and then Ellie's like on her fucking stomach, just like let him get up, Joel, get up, please get up, and then Abby doesn't hear. So Ellie starts screaming like please, like begs, like please stop, and then Abby just fucking takes one
big old swing
and then kills Joel.
Okay,
that's the big setup.
Yeah, all right.
So Joel's dead.
I figured that. That sounded obvious once you
introduced. No, because and the essence of the second game is a revenge story.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fucking amazing, by the way. I was like, I'm on board now. I'm angry. Because I'm fucking low. Let's get this bread. Let's kill some motherfucker. Let's get all bloody and shit. I was like, I hated Abby.
Okay.
I fucking still hated her. I was like, let's get this motherfucker.
Okay. But let me guess, there's nuance.
In what? Like, what sense?
I don't, because it's like she's just getting justice for her father. So hatred perpetuates hatred.
Yeah. So what happens? You play as Ellie for the good 12 hours of the game, right?
Yeah.
And then guess who you play as?
Abby. Okay.
This is what I did not like, but because I don't care about Abby's story.
Okay.
But it shows how much of a good person she is.
Okay.
Like the game wants you to empathize with her side. Like she's actually not a bad person, and it's now saying maybe Ellie is the bad guy because where she meets you, like where the story kind of switches gears when Ellie and Abby meet for the second time, and then it switches to Abby's, and then it goes right back. It syncs up because Abby's campaign begins 3 days before.
Okay.
It's the same time as Ellie's campaign, so they sync it up or they meet, and the middle boss fight is Ellie. So you fuck up Ellie. Her girlfriend's pregnant. And you almost kill her girlfriend.
Okay.
You kill. Ellie kills everyone. All of two. Except for two, she kills everybody who was at that cabin. Ellie just goes on a rampage. Okay. And I was like, this is so cool. She kills...
Do you play that part?
You play the cutscenes of that part. Like, there's one scene where she's like beating the shit out of one of Abby's best friends. Like, because she wants to sell out Abby. So she starts beating the shit out of her. And then... This guy named Owen, and I think what's her Mel's pregnant, like she's actually showing. Okay. And then Owen and Mel are together, but then Abby and Owen had a thing. Okay. So Ellie goes to a marina where Owen and Mel are hanging out, and by the time Abby's not there. Okay. Because you actually played as Abby. Abby's on somewhere else because it's happening at the same time. Okay. Ellie kills both Mel and Owen. Mel being pregnant. Okay. And the husband, Owen. And then she doesn't know Mel's pregnant. You the player don't even know Mel's pregnant till she takes off her jacket and she sees like a... Oh no. And then she starts shaking. And then Tommy comes and like saves her and stuff. And then... So now there's the WLF are at war with a religious cult called the Scars, and you go to their Abby. When you play as Abby, you are you meet these two ex-Scar. Okay. And they're both like one name is I forget the Yara, and the other one I forget. Yara is the older sister, and the younger brother. Okay. Or the two. Yara dies because because Abby sort of like goes AWOL, and then as she goes to the some shit happens. I'm just gonna because this isn't that important, but you go to the Scars Island and you actually see the needle. The Seattle. It's pretty cool. Actually, you go to the Scar Island. It's like fucking weird. The ending of that one is like you're just running past a war. Like it's like the WLF are storming a beach up like Normandy, but it's like the Scar home front, and they're taking the fight to them. So then you escape. You go back to the marina. Owen and Mel are dead by Ellie's hand. You go find Ellie. You fucking beat the shit out of Ellie. You almost kill her girlfriend and stuff. And then the game switches back to Ellie.
Okay.
Ellie is now her girlfriend's still alive. This game takes place, I guess, like a year after.
Okay.
Or the ending, or the last section takes place a year after. By the way, the majority of the game takes place in Seattle.
Okay.
Whereas the last section takes place in Santa Barbara, California. You play as Ellie. Owen told Abby that there may be a firefly group in Santa Barbara. So she and that she and the ex-Scar dude go to Santa Barbara to look for the fireflies, where they are captured by a group in Santa Barbara called the Rattlers, I think.
Okay.
And then that's it for Abby. You play as Abby for like the last one part, and then it's Ellie's story at that point. So then Ellie goes to Santa Barbara too. Tommy tells her that Abby is in Santa Barbara. Let's go there. Tommy's like, can't do it anymore. But then she just has she has PTSD.
So Tommy is like the homie. Tommy is like
Tommy's Joel's brother.
Okay.
Younger brother.
Makes sense.
And Tommy's like the big, he runs shit too, I think. And what was I gonna say? Yeah. So Ellie goes to Santa Barbara to find Abby.
Okay.
So then she starts going through like the last mission of the first game. She starts going through the Rattlers and starts killing them one by one. They fucks them up. The last. So her and that other boy are on these two pillars on the ocean.
Okay.
And then she has to cut them down. Or she cuts down Abby. Because Abby has grown to like this boy, because she's like, I can care for something now, gives him purpose. So then she cuts him down. She's feeling her hair is cut short, by the way, because she had long hair in the game. Okay. But then she was tortured and stuff. So then Abby tells Ellie, there are two boats here. Let's just take them. You can take one. I can take us and go. We won't have to talk ever again. Yeah. And then Ellie doesn't say a word, and she just falls. And Abby's holding the boy, puts him in the boat. Ellie is on the other boat. She has PTSD still now of what happened to Joel. Okay. And then she just sees Joel's bloody head, and it flashes back. And then she's like, no, I can't let you go. I have to finish this. And then she grabs Abby, throws Abby into the water, and Abby's like, I don't want to fight you. And then she takes out her knife, presses it on the boy's neck, says, you have to. So the last fight is her and Abby on the water, just it's like a bloody ass fight, by the way. Okay. Because you're as Ellie now, you're playing as Ellie, and you have to dodge attacks. Yeah. You have to stab her a couple times. She bites two of your fingers off. So when you're playing guitar at the end, it sounds you can't play guitar properly because your fingers are messed up. So you start stabbing her and whatnot, and then Ellie overcomes her, and then she just puts her in the water, starts to drown her and stuff. But then she gets a vision of Joel sitting on a porch with his guitar, all happy and whatnot. Yeah. And then she's like,
and lets her live.
And then she's like, just go. And then you see her, Abby and the boy, just go off in the storm, and then Ellie.
After she stabbed her a couple times.
Yeah, well, on the back, and the arm.
Oh, okay.
In the air and stuff. It's very bloody, but the game sort of makes you feel like they're both sort of they've lost something.
Yeah, so it's just melancholy.
Yeah.
So the white dudes don't like it because they don't feel like they can relate to anybody.
No, I don't know. It's the fact that she's gay. Ellie's gay. There's a lot of homosexuality in a game.
And that makes the internet uncomfortable?
Yeah, bro. Because keeping politics out of games, bro.
So we'll stay away from those people first. First, what did you not like about it? Why is this a big deal?
I did not like Abby's. I didn't care about Abby's because Last of Us is about Ellie's story.
Fair.
I don't like. The first game made me care about her more, but then Last of Us 2 said, okay, let's care about her. let's give her an intense story where she crosses a line, she does some fucked up shit. But then let's also put you in the shoes of her enemy, which makes no sense at all. When I was playing as Abby, I was like, okay, this is probably a small section. And I was like, my second day playing as her, I was like, okay, this can't be it.
Mate, what if it's like they're setting it up so each one they can have a new character be the main one?
I don't know. That's the thing.
What if Abby in this? Because it sounds like it's a thing about like parenting and relationships.
Yeah, because like the
so
second
now
game,
she just ran away with the little boy. Don't you think the next one's
for Abby?
Yeah,
you want Abby to be like the character?
I'm not vested in the game, but it sounds like that's what they were trying to set it up as to me.
I don't like that stuff because it's Ellie. Okay, for the third one, if they're going to do a third one, yeah, let's fucking deal with Abby's story. But
to me, it sounds like they did a Walking Dead mistake and tried to open it up to make it like way more palatable.
Yeah.
In terms of like, rather than being a story focused on just like one relationship, they had to then like even you explaining it, and then this dude at the waterfront and like it sounds like your first one, you're able to like, this was the story.
Yeah.
The second one was like, here's all this extra shit.
Yeah, that's well what it is. Like it's super, and it's also longer. That's the other thing that they added.
It sounds like more pulled out so that like a general audience can come into it easier rather than like, here's your super zoomed in apocalyptic thriller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the first one did it well because it showed like Joel. The story was about Joel and Ellie, not about like the side characters. They had their background and they were fully fleshed characters, but the game did a good job saying like, okay, these are secondary characters. You can care about them when they're up, but for the majority of the game, you need to like focus on these two. Those two did a good job, like making it, as you said, as a bigger, like more, because the more you have
building change rooms. But so it's like the thing is, it's like it's PC. It's kind of okay to say tomboy. It's not perfect, but it's not bad.
Like she still
but
has,
it's like she can just be a little bit more masculine.
She's mad. Like she's just more masculine. Do you see the pictures of her?
Yeah.
She can kick our asses. Mm-hmm. This is why I think a lot of dudes.
But so then that's good. That's good in terms of hippie shit. In terms of that world, it's good to have that type of like diverse representation.
And
like
because
a female doesn't have to be hyper feminine.
Like this guy on Twitter was like, girls and like why does Abby look like that? And people were like, have you never seen a woman before? Mm-hmm. Like, pretty sure if you go past your JRPGs, there's a very wide world. Yeah, the world is at your disposal. Maybe just go outside.
Yeah, it's like it's like the Captain Marvel shit. Like you can't have a female character who's not like your emotional stereotype. Yeah, like your little fucking gorilla brain can't handle your head around women can be more than like emotional anchors. Are you kidding me? My dick isn't the center of the universe.
They're people.
Oh fuck!
Suffrage was a misstep. Okay. No, but yeah, I generally think that game, it's like a fine wine.
As I said, it sounds like it's just because you're not. You sound like to me, it sounds like you're disappointed because you didn't get the same game. You got like the same mechanics, but it's like sounds a little different.
It's not even like it is the same game as in the sense of just like the mechanics and everything, but like Ellie. Everything we've seen about this game has Ellie in it, right? Mm-hmm. And there's only one thing we saw of Abby, and that was like the teaser trailer that we first saw, like at E3, like a couple of years back. That was Abby, right? But then everything else was Ellie. So then why are we putting a 10 hour or 12 hours into a character that does not, that isn't the center of the game? Like the game's supposed to be Ellie's story of doing this, making the things right? Not about Abby's story about how she misses daddy and she kills somebody. Right? Yeah,
exactly. It sounds a little shoehorned into me.
It is shoehorned.
As soon as you said it was like, and that scientist, it's like, oh.
The doctor.
That doctor, I'm like, definitely someone's is a kid of some sort. To kill them.
Yeah, no,
it's obvious.
The first mission you play as Abby is her flashback scene is like because there are a bunch of flashback scenes.
Yeah.
Of even the better ones are of course with Joel and Ellie, because like it explores their relationship post zombie killing and traveling across the world, and that's what I like. But and the last scene of the game is like the one I actually got really emotional for. But it was like a flashback scene. It was like Ellie saying, "I forgive you, and I'm willing to try to work on things." And Joel was just like, I'm glad or something. It's like, yeah, I would like that too. And I'm just like,
oh, trying not to cry.
I'm trying not to cry. I was gonna send you a message like, yo, man, just fucking.
You did at least once or twice.
Like losing it. Oh yeah, dude. There's this one part in the game where you're playing as Abby, and like the scars have to use these high points to get it anywhere, and to be away from the WLF. And there's one part you're on a crane, and you're like walking a crane. You sort of balance yourself, and you fall, and then it's like, and it's like high up, and I was like, get me up. And then her and the boy just fall straight into like a pool, which is like 10 feet down.
Like that.
And they both live, but and there's a weird boss battle in the game. It took me a little bit to beat. There's this big ass zombie with like arms and stuff, like 20 arms.
Yeah.
Just running at you, charging through walls, and you have to use like whatever. Like I ran out of resources so fast because halfway through the boss fight, a zombie kind of detaches itself from.
Okay.
And then you have to fight that one too.
That's annoying.
Yeah. But the horror parts of the game are really fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The horror, like,
you get spooked.
Like, yeah, the psychological shit, because yeah.
Which part do you get spooked about?
Yeah, when Abby has to go into the hospital side where no one has gone before because it's too infected. It was where Ground Zero was, I think. And she has to go there, and it's like it's just her, no lights on, a bunch of the clickers around. Clickers are the zombies that, like, there's like 4 classes. Clickers are the ones you cannot take head on. They'll fucking eat your shit up.
Okay.
So you sneak up on them and stab them. And the other zombies, you can just like put them in chokehold and crack their necks. And they have new ones called Shamblers that just shoot out toxic gas.
Okay.
And the only way to kill them is like with like explosive or like in Molotovs. And they have I forget the one class. It's like a sneaky one. It's like really fast and and hunt in packs.
Okay.
And you're.
Sorry.
And I thought something went in there. And your listening mode, because you have listening mode to like tell you where the zombies are, and those zombies are immune to your listening mode. And they have those big, I forget what it's called, those big guys.
Yeah, big chunky boys.
They have armor plating on them.
Okay.
The armor plating is like the mushrooms.
Oh, that's cool.
And you have to fucking shoot them. It's cool because it shows the evolution of the infection. Each class is like an evolution. Like the normal one, the walkers, I think, are like the first stage, and then the clickers are like ones that have been completely like they can't see.
Okay.
But they have echo, the thing that a dolphin sees.
Echolocation.
Echolocation.
Yeah.
They have that, and they have like the mushroom things on their head and stuff, and over their eyes and whatnot. And they have those big armored ones that have this like straight just fungus plating around them, and they have those like Shamblers who look like a ball of pus.
Okay.
It's really gross. And then they have the ones that are like the sneaky ones are like agile. It's easy to kill them, just one shotgun to the face. The detail in the game is kind of sick because like if I shoot a person in the arm, she starts screaming and wailing, or they're screaming and wailing, and then somebody else calls out and they're like, "No, Mary," or something like that. And they want you to feel that you've actually murdered a real person.
That is weird.
That is weird. And did you see the thing? I think I did it to the dog.
Yeah.
It makes you fucking immune to the dog by the end of it.
I played enough Call of Duty.
Because like if you have listening mode on, and if you're already detected, you can see the trail you're leaving behind for them to track you.
Oh, the dogs?
Yeah, so you have to keep on moving if you're detected.
Okay.
Or just kill them. So what I do is I take an explosive arrow and just fucking kill like the
dog,
the holder, and it kills the dog.
Fair.
PETA was all upset about that, I think.
They always are, but I mean, I don't know. It's realistic depiction, very sadly.
Any questions?
I've got a couple, but I'm just figuring out how to word them, which is bad when it's live. So, first is do you think people will be optimistically hyped for the next one or pessimistically hyped for the next one?
I think they will.
Like, is it going to be another, like, see how shitty this is? Or is it going to be, like, maybe they'll reinvent the story?
I think people will hold their reservations until after they play it. Because it's like...
They say that, but the gaming community never does that.
Yeah, they're not rational people.
So they try to. All of them try to. Everybody says this. Yeah. Everybody's, I'll hold my reservations till after. It's like, fucking... Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Oh, yeah. Same game. No, yeah, I think people are going to be a little bit cautious about it. They're like, wait a second. The second one was kind of like, it left us divided.
The second one's always the weird one, too.
Yeah, it is. It's like The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that comparison?
Yeah. I thought you liked that one. That's why it threw me off.
No. Not anymore, at least.
I saw
The Force Awakens, I'm just like, not The Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker. I was like, yeah, now I see why it's shit.
Do you think that The Last of Us 2... Because at first, it was like, the first Last of Us was a big deal because it was like another independent, like, ooh, look, there's like a creative idea. And it got heralded by like the AAA guys as like, look, this like creative good one came out, right?
Yeah.
And then they got all this backing and they made this new story. And like, did it sell well? Did it do well?
It's the highest selling PS4 game ever. And and on Metacritic, the user review is going up because apparently people have beaten the game.
Okay.
That's how bad the gaming community is, by the way.
It's bad ever since it was the same, funny enough, the Reforged thing after this review bombing. Like just this year, it existed before, but it became a problem this year. Like the review bombing of like to make something bad, and now everything is like
getting a review bomb.
Yeah,
yeah, for no reason.
The Snyder cut got fucking review bombed.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Are you hyped on that, or do you care enough?
It's too. If they did it before as being genuine, then I would have cared. But like now, I'm like, I will watch it, but it's like you're just doing it pandering now.
Yeah,
now it's
essentially.
not for the fans.
Like now Zack Snyder is just like, yo, people are on my side now. Like I asked people who are hyped for the Zack Snyder for the Justice League. I asked them before the Justice League, name one movie that is actually good. Not like average, but good for not his standard, just for a general standard. 300 and the Guardians of Gahul are the only two ones that come to mind. The rest are just shit shows.
Well, my logic puzzle. You ready for talking like straight facts, right? Mm-hmm. So, if he has to make it into a whole TV series because it doesn't fit into a cohesive movie. Did he make a good movie?
Who made it?
Because it's coming out as a TV series. It's coming up episodically. Because it's like
Justice
6 hours long. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. It's a full-fledged movie.
I fucking pinky promise you. It's coming out as an HBO episodic
coming
release.
Out as one movie.
No, it's an episodic release because it's too long. It's like 6 hours or 7 hours.
Of just green screen, of just animation?
Apparently it's all this other shit.
Well, I don't understand about people who want to...
So it's like essentially then, it's like his cutting room floor shit. But then that's part of, they had to cut the fucking whole thing down. Yeah. But then they did it terribly. But so it's also at the same time, did he make a good movie? It was 7 hours long.
Yeah, like longevity doesn't really like mean anything if you think about it.
I think it's just going to be another Watchmen clone. That's why I don't really.
Yeah, it looks like, I feel like, because he's very One Direction type of director. Like he doesn't, like he has good, like his movies are great looking. But they're not like.
I agree. They look beautiful.
They look great, but they're not like they're not like
No, it's going to be another. I just, even from how they're promoting it and how they're showing Batman and the other characters and how they fleshed them out. The part I am excited for is seeing more of the Flash flushed out.
Yeah.
I think they're really missing this cool because of how big the Flash TV show is and all this other shit.
And you see that
they're really missing like capitalizing on what Ezra Miller.
And Ezra Miller was also on the TV show.
Yeah,
The Flash.
And I think they're really missing it.
I think DC is at the point where it's a what's the word? Fan service.
Yeah. It is.
It's a Marvel.
I watched the Flash show and it's all fan service.
I stopped watching. I stopped watching Green Arrow after like season 4.
I don't want to watch the other ones. It's already the Flash is enough cheese for me.
Yeah, it's so bad, man. Like, and that's what Marvel I think has done right. They're like not really. They're more focused on the bigger picture.
I'm a big fan of the Marvel Netflix shows. So
Me too.
As long as they have creative influences on the new Marvel TV shows, then I'm down with it. Because that's what I love. The Jessica Jones is like one of my favorite. Like if I fucking shot something, I would want it to look like it.
You know what? Ironically, I was always talking about how if I want to shoot something, I want it to look like Daredevil.
That's like just the way they do the color tones in it.
Or even of like you know how in every season there's like a one shot like take or like a tracking shot, like no cuts. I consider that one of the best ways of shooting a scene. It's so clean.
I agree.
So proper.
The choreography in Daredevil is like bar none.
Yeah, you can't compete with it. I mean, you can if you're Chris Evans, but
no, it's just because it's so intricate. Aside from the typical hallway scenes, it's like all the fight scenes are pretty fucking long. There's not much of the like. As an editor, there's a lot of Marvel is terrible for it. That is swing and then you cut to the other side of the dude. It's like boom. There's no like the Daredevil. And Luke Cage. It's like fluid. You're seeing that's their hallmark. They overdid
it's also because of Disney, right? You have to keep it the combat very family friendly, like very like technical. But like the combat for the Justice League combat, the Batman one was the only one that I. It's again.
Sorry.
Batman
sorry.
What?
Go. I was about to rant about Iron Fist for no good reason. So go.
Batman versus Superman goes to show that like there can be good fight scenes, but like it's just not a good movie.
I fucking despise that movie.
Yeah.
They hyped it up for literally decades to give you 10 minutes of them fighting.
Oh yeah, of like
I want to see them fight. Together. It's called that.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to see them fight.
Yeah.
I understand. Shoehorn in the other villain, do all the other shit. But like I came here to see them fight.
Yeah, same here. It's two gladiators, right?
Yeah.
But then you had Civil War.
And that's the right way to do it.
That's literally like I don't know. And
because that was much longer than 10-minute fight scene.
It was the entire movie.
And there was a lot of side shit.
Yeah.
And it still came back. You know?
It didn't even come back.
But I mean, like to their fight scene, they still had their fight scene with all this other shit happening, you know.
Like Civil War did a really good job at showing that you don't really need a villain to make a superhero.
I agree.
Movie,
which is comics.
Yeah, and like people are like, oh yeah, Civil War copied Batman vs Superman because it came out later, and I'm thinking they had a plan.
So do you think they've been sneakily? There's all these rumors now that they've been secretly setting up a Spider-Verse this whole time too.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're just coincidentally they're going, all this shit fits.
Oh, it's pretty coincidentally. Yeah.
I don't think it's some Sony mastermind. I think they went, we kind of did this in a way we can fucking.
Yeah, Sony didn't bet on Homecoming doing that as good as it did.
And I don't think Into the Spider-Verse either.
Yeah.
That got very like mainstream acclaim. I knew it would be big in like our world. I didn't think like all my friends who don't know nerdy shit watched Into the
same with my friends. You're like, yo, have you seen Spider-Man? I'm like,
that I cried.
When who?
Just like I can't remember what part of the movie. It was like I think it was at his speech at the end. It was just because I related to the story too much.
I hope the second one is gonna be good.
I think so. It's hard to go wrong. I just hope they don't rush it out. Same thing as like the when we were talking about Last of Us 2. Don't like pull it out and do what you were doing. Mm-hmm. Just because you're popping, don't fucking turn it into something. Just make the same movie you were gonna make. You know what I mean? Don't all of a sudden, we gotta fit in Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I think the Into the Spider-Verse did that whole like shoehorning everything for the thing in. I think they did that well. I think they did it like tastefully, as you would say.
Yeah, and well, it's in a comic booky way, but
yeah. I don't think Sony kind of because everything Sony has done with the Spider-Man, like just with the Spider-Man.
Because if it is all one, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go on.
If it is all one, then the new PS5 game coming out with Miles.
It's a standalone.
Which Miles is he though? Because everyone, they're all so far. Miles. Each Spider Bro is in like a different.
Okay, so it's the PS4 Spider-Man. PS4 Miles. Because he's in the PS4 one.
He is.
Yeah. So it's that one. It's a sequel to the PS4. Same universe, but it's standalone. I think.
I gotta look at to see what theirs is, because I don't know what theirs is. That's the gap in the whole plot holes.
Right. Like, he already gets the spider powers at the end of the
Because Andrew Garfield, they mentioned it. Then Toby, they mentioned it.
Mentioned what?
What universes they are in. I don't have them fully memorized. I'm not that deep of a nerd.
I think
there's in each one, that's how people are using it to tie together. Like, why did they say in each one they're in a different one?
Okay, so Marvel is right now doing. The Marvel is doing their own video game universe.
Okay.
So the Avengers game that's coming out on the Xbox and the PS4.
Yeah.
Is what?
I'm just making sure.
Oh, is apparently set in the same universe as the PS4 Spider-Man.
Okay.
So I guess it's gonna be like one thing, whereas the PS4 Spider-Man and Square Enix's Avengers are one universe, just like the MCU is one.
Dude, that's fine. And whatever. I want to see Doctor Doom. I just want Doctor Doom. All I want is Doctor Doom.
Is there a Doctor Doom?
And he'll come. He'll come.
Are you?
I think they sneak him in Doctor Strange. At least they tease him if they don't sneak him in. I think he's coming. He's gonna have two
doctors in one.
Well, yeah. That's why I think that will be half the joke. But I think he'll either go into the wrong multiverse or he'll go somewhere and then that's where he'll pop up. Whether he becomes a mainstay, it's like you see something.
It'll be a knot because he has his standalone shit.
And he has like some kingdom in another universe. Right?
Oh yeah?
He's a master because Dr. Doom is not only like smart as Reed Richards and Iron Man, he's also like a master magician. Because he figured out time travel first and he went back to like Merlin and all those magicians and he studied magic. So he's like Doctor Strange and Iron Man put together. That's why why Doctor Doom is the biggest threat, because he's both mystic and fucking tech boy. Teams up with
Isn't Black Panther also a mystic and tech boy?
Kinda, but it's like his sister does it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And then he ate the plant. You know?
Yeah. So it's automatically a part of it.
Yeah, it's not really like magic.
Yeah. The other thing, are you interested in seeing the new Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I liked it. Everyone else hated it. I liked it.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was like the first different Marvel.
I liked how different it was. I also understand if someone didn't like it. The pacing was a little weird in it.
It's
not the best, but the pacing was weird. I didn't find myself like caring about the climax of it.
Yeah, same here, because I knew he's gonna play an important role in the future.
Yeah.
It was a weird type of movie, but it was like it fit into because at that point when Doctor Strange came out, all the movies kind of had their own feel and stuff. But now I feel like the majority of them feel like kind of.
And I think they did a good job paying out. Like, I mean, you could do more, and I think they will in this next one. I mean, it's Multiverse of Madness is the title.
So they're gonna set up.
It's gonna be more acidy though. Yeah. It's got to be like more like his comic, and I think people will really like that. They like that about Guardians. The whole bright colors and fucking wild space. Like, that's what Doctor Strange is like in the art style. It's this what is it? Jack Kirby is the dude's name. I'm not that big of a nerd.
I think.
I'm not that big.
Yeah, neither am I.
But it's like, it's this acid style. I do know the visual style.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the first horror Marvel movie.
Oh, okay.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I wonder what they're running from. There's a lot. There's a lot. It could be Doctor Doom.
Remember, it's the bad guy from the first movie. I forget his name now. He's at the. It's his sidekick, the black dude. He's gonna be the whatever.
More something.
Yeah, he's gonna be the bad guy.
Okay, makes sense.
In the second one.
Makes sense.
And I think they may, give a nod to a future villain. Maybe not Doctor Strange.
Because the other one that's suspected there's the fucking Ten Rings is supposed to be the Mandarin, because Mordo goes to the Mandarin for help.
But and
is what people I've seen in videos.
Yeah, maybe.
To be honest,
and then
I'm stealing that idea.
You also have the Eternals too.
I think the Eternals will be good.
It's gonna set up. I think it's gonna set up the next.
And I think the Eternals will be the test to see if the general audiences are committed to the wacky boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's like deeper than Guardians. Like people just don't know what that is.
Is it deeper than Guardians?
I mean, in terms of like mainstream awareness.
Oh. Yeah.
Like your average bear knows Iron Man, Captain America, and shit. But if you ask them who Guardians of the Galaxy was before the movie, no clue.
Like, yeah, exactly.
The Eternals is like much lower on the list.
Like who? Okay, I'm not too familiar with them.
The Eternals are like, they were like the Adam and Eve of the Celestials.
Oh.
So the Celestials tried making life and then made the Eternals first. So they're like all the superheroes that were like the first sentient beings to be made in the image of the Celestials.
Like big people.
Those are the Celestials.
Yeah, okay.
Those are the big guys who made the stones and shit. Those are like gods. They're like they're the next. They're the level below being omnipotent.
Oh, who's omnipotent? God.
They have death, time, and the universe as a whole is just one being. Death, time, and the universe, and I think there's one or two others that I'm missing.
Okay.
And then you got the Celestials, who are like these big godlike powers.
Yeah.
And then below them you got the Eternals, and then you got like Galactus and the Planet Devourers and fucking
Galactus
Ego.
was on the same level as a
like the same time that Ego was made, the Eternals were made.
Right.
And that's what they think they're gonna bundle that up nicely in there too.
But Ego's dead.
Yeah, but when he was born, when he was made, because he even says like, I just came into existence.
All right.
That's what happened.
So do you think the next enemy, the next overarching looming enemy, are going to be something bigger than Thanos?
I think it will be either Galactus or the Celestials.
The Celestials is too soon.
If they go full nerdy ones, they have one where they fight Galactus, and then Galactus.
Who's they?
The Avengers and shit.
Okay.
Like the Fantastic Four and the Avengers.
Right.
That's the classic Silver Surfer one. Like
so
the one,
it's
like
gonna
the
be
Fantastic Four. Yeah. Silver Surfer comes, tells the Avengers like, "Yo, you're all about to be fucked."
Yeah. Let's get together.
Then they end up stopping him.
Yeah.
And then they all go back and everything's okay. But then someone, I can't remember, it was one of the Eternals or one of the Celestials, captures Galactus and starts using him to eat planets.
Oh.
Like forcing him to eat planets.
That's kind of cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they have to go back and stop the situation because they're like draining his life force or some fucking spacey comic bullshit of getting shit from eating the planets.
So we're gonna hopefully, and then maybe Adam Warlock will play the role.
I have no idea. He was already supposed to be in it like ages ago, so I have no idea.
But he was teasing too.
Yeah, that's why. But he was supposed to be like the original. He comes in like with the Avengers in the first Infinity Gauntlet saga. Like he's supposed to be the guy that gets the fucking Glovey boy.
Not Captain Marvel?
Yeah. Oh. He's supposed to be the one that saves the day and all that shit. So it's like he's already getting shoehorned in. So I have no idea what they're gonna do.
I do like what they're doing now. They're like doing a new team now for the Avengers.
Oh, it's good. And I think that was
Captain Marvel is gonna take over Captain America's role. Peter Parker's going to be in it, Black Panther.
Then at the end of each phase, they can do the same huge team up, and then we've got multiple teams of Avengers rather than just random magicians and shit in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Power Rangers team up episodes.
With Ninja Turtles.
No, you don't remember this?
I do, yeah.
And then all the Red Rangers? Right?
Yeah. I like Time Force a lot.
Yeah.
I remember the blue one was always my favorite one.
I don't know. I would switched up. I would choose a different one every time. But I think we covered a good range of topics.
Yeah, we did. It was impromptu.
Yeah. COVID-friendly daps. Don't do that with your friends. We only do it because we sanitize safely and we are literally locked in a basement.
Yes.
Stay safe. Wear a mask. Thank you for watching.
Hey, and wear protection.
And sign up for our Discord.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just exhausted. Yeah, sign up for our Discord. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Sorry. And yeah.
Yeah, say hi to your grandma for us.
Your hot grandma.
Too.
I wear sweatpants when I work outside because then I can like stretch. With jeans, because you have like limitations, right?
Yeah,
when
but
you stretch, your balls are just gonna.
You tried pouring concrete in sweatpants?
Yeah, or fucking sweatpants. You have that leg room. You can just let your puppies breathe.
All right.
I'm right.
Okay.
And then.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Where's the rum ham? Where's the rum?
Here, talk. Well, just I think we're okay. I think it's just